pushback for pregnancy into the postpartum is so backwards here in America. And you're definitely out there wearing all the comfy things. The extra big ones, this is what I'll put on after labor. About to be best friends with this thing again. Hey y'all, so I'm 37 weeks and 5 days, so we're right here at the end. I'm going to take y'all through kind of the baby station we have set up and everything that I have prepared for baby in these first few weeks of them joining our family, as well as the things that I've prepared postpartum. I've already showed y'all some of this when I shared with y'all my birth kit, but it's all kind of here, so I'll kind of just walk y'all back through everything in case you are expecting two and you're kind of just trying to remember what you need to get together for a new baby. Maybe this is your first baby and you just want some ideas, or this is your second or third like myself and you just kind of forget some of these things. And I'm sure I've probably forgotten something that I'll have to send somebody upstairs to get after baby gets here, because I won't be taking the stairs for a couple weeks after baby is born. We're actually in our closet, which will eventually be our master bath closet. There'll eventually be like a shower and a tub combo right here, but for now we have not gotten to that phase of our home renovation, so it's kind of just our closet on this side, and then this little corner is the baby nook. Keep things very minimal with our kids, mostly just sleepers and little like onesie button-ups, onesie snap-ups in those early days. All of the newborn in 0 to 3 months, which is right here. So I'm going to sort that into here and just have it down here so that my husband or mom or whoever can take the other gender that we're not going to be needing back upstairs for storage for future kids. So I have our changing things up here. Diapers, we do use disposables the first 4 to 5 weeks when the baby still has that meconium. This is our DIY diaper cream. I have a video on how I make that. And then we have our other favorite diaper cream which we buy, which is a Miracle Skin Salve. This works wonderful for baby acne. What is that? Cradle cap. That one. I could think of what it's called. But these are baby cozy diapers. We are trying these out. I have a video where I shared about these, but these are a safer disposable brand diaper. Then we'll switch to our favorite assembly cloth diapers when baby is a little bit older and out of that meconium stage and we're not changing diapers 10 to 12 times a day. So I just kind of keep this up here on top with the changing pad. Okay, lots of blankets. Got these pretty neutral color ones for photos. These are the clothes that are gender neutral, completely gender neutral, just like whites and creams and tans. And these are like the immediate clothes that will fit baby. So I did already sort these. This is all of those little snap ups that make it easy to clean their belly buttons when they still have the cord, that little nub of the cord clamp. So we do use these right here at the beginning and just keep the baby in diapers and wrapped up in a blanket. And then just, these are our favorite zip sleepers. This is what he or she will probably sleep in those first few weeks. We have several of these. This is a Solly baby. All of my babies have worn this. Newborn size, so maybe they'll fit into this one. If this is a big baby, they may not. Tanner Jewel only wore that for like a week. So this is the clothes that we'll be putting on pretty quickly once baby gets here. And then birth rags with Riggs. My first child, he had lots of stomach issues related to a very traumatic birth. I shared our birth story. So he had a lot of spit up issues. So we went through tons of birth cloths. But with Tanner Jewel, however, her birth was beautiful, smooth, peaceful. She had no feeding issues whatsoever. I don't even think I remember a time she spit up. So I have tons of birth cloths. They're just like some my mom had made, some we were gifted, but honestly I don't even know if I'll use these. I know like lots of people have like rack of birth cloths, but it's really going to depend on your child. And if your child has been set up for a successful entry to life, I truly believe they're not going to have nearly as many feeding issues, which was the case with Tanner Jewel. Not 100% all the time, but we have lots of birth cloths if we need them. It's definitely going to be dependent on your child and how many birth cloths you'll need. Because with Riggs, we went through like 10 a day. With Tanner, we went through like 10 the whole time she was an infant. Now, this is not all of her baby clothes. This is just the 0 to 3 month that are like lounge around the house clothes. None of like the outfits. All of those are upstairs. There wasn't really that much to sort. Girl, boy. This could actually be boy or girl. This is like a couple of nice outfits if we want to go ahead and put those on them for photographs and things. So I'm just going to set these extra clothes down here on the bottom and we'll decide what we need once we find out the gender. This is just more cloth diapers. Oh, these are cloth diaper flats we used with Riggs. These also work great for burp rags if you end up needing just extra burp rags. And I have some extra white muslin blankets. So let's talk now about postpartum and things that I'm preparing for my postpartum time. So I've already shared in several videos some things I've been preparing, how I prepared my body, things I'm preparing to eat, drinks. So I'll link those down below, all the videos that pertain to postpartum. But I'm just going to quickly show y'all the cart. I showed y'all this in a couple videos back from my birth kit, but I have added a couple of things since then. So up top, this is actually what I have planned to wear for the birth. I'll be sharing the birth vlog hopefully, and y'all can check that out. This is just like things I'll put, the clothes I have planned to put on when I go into labor, when I go into the birth pool. So that's sitting up here right on top. This is just some remedies for during labor, just to kind of keep me calm and grounded. This is a rescue remedy spray and a magnesium spray, and this is actually for after birth, for after ease, for those cramps. So I am going to also set up a little basket for my nightstand of all the things I'll need in there, with like chapstick, after ease, some like quick little grabby snacks that I can grab. Don't know what I'm gonna put in that yet. This is gonna be rolled into the bathroom once I've had baby, because this is like all the pads and all of the extra underwear and things that you need in the bathroom for those first few days and weeks in the postpartum time. So we just have lots of these Depends diapers. I don't wear these but for a couple of days. The birth kit only comes with one big one. That's what you put on like instantly after the baby comes. And then I got a few extra to wear just for a couple of days before I want to put on like real underwear again. And then lots of pads, the extra big ones, more normal size ones for as your bleeding slows down. This is what I'll put on after labor. I have a gown, just so someone can grab it for me real quick. Nursing bras, extra underwear. I just buy like the high-waist cotton briefs from Walmart. They come in like multi-packs, so that's what I use for postpartum underwear. Just you want it to be high enough to hold those big pads in. And then these are the little drop cloths that they actually use during labor, like to put under you when you might be like laying on your bed or walking around. But I'm gonna keep some in my bathroom cart because I saw a little trick where you're first in that postpartum time, and when you like go to the bathroom, a lot of times there's some drips. So if you put one of these at your feet, it can kind of like keep your bathroom floor a little cleaner. So I have this on the postpartum cart as well. So this will actually go into the bathroom. Just haven't ordered there yet because I know my kids will be constantly like pulling stuff off. They may be doing that anyway, but I'll be with new baby and that will be somebody else's task to keep them out of the rolling cart. And then that way I just have all the birth supplies. I've already shared an entire video on my birth supplies. Y'all can check that out if you want to see more. We do have the birth pool in that big black bag, the hose and stuff for the pool. This is all of my midwife's medical supplies, and this is extra towels, extra like liners to cover the floor and the bed, extra sheets for all of that. We are planning a home birth, but emergencies can arise. I'm not oblivious to that, and there could be a need for a transfer. We pray that there's not, and we have no reason to believe that there would be, because this has been a beautiful low risk pregnancy, but things can always arise, so we want to be prepared. So in my hospital bag, I started a little list in my phone of some things that I want to put together. So our birth plan, my midwife knows my birth plan, so I don't need to give it to her, but if I do get transferred, I'll want some sort of a birth plan to give to the doctors, nurses, whoever will be caring for me. Toiletry bag. This is just, I keep this packed at all times. It always has a toothbrush, razor, coconut oil for face and lotion. So this is just always packed. I can just grab and go. White muslin blankets. I did want to take a couple of our own blankets to wrap baby in, because the hospital ones are not always the prettiest if I want to take some pictures. I say all this like hospital. Hopefully we're not doing a hospital transfer, but I do want to have a bag packed in case. Heating pad is on here, but it's actually packed in right here for my husband to give me if I need it. So if we do a transfer, I'll probably will not remember to get it, but I can show him this and tell him to check off some things if they're not checked off. Clothes for me to wear. So I have a couple of just like two-piece sets, pajamas, and like just nice a little casual outfit. Nightgown, which is right here. Again, if we do have to do a transfer, I'll just have my husband grab this off. And in that case, I'm probably not really going to be worried about what's in my bag. Somebody can easily bring me something later. My mom or my mother-in-law can bring something to us if that happens. I do have some extra nursing bras. These are my favorite type of nursing bras, the kind that like cross at the front, especially in those early days when your boobs are expanding so rapidly with the milk coming in. Later in like the nursing season, I usually get the ones that actually snap, but early on I like the kind that are just no support really, just the crisscross at the front. Only my favorite ones below. I always love black too. And then a couple of baby outfits. So again, we'll just probably grab this whole basket, toss it in the bag, and go if we have to make a transfer. We have no reason to believe that that would happen, but you always want to be prepared in that case. So I just quickly threw everything in here. My husband can throw a couple of changes of clothes in here as well, and that will be our backup bag. Changing table is all set up. I know a lot of families will have, like if they're in a 2-story house, which we are, they'll have like an upstairs changing station and a downstairs. We have just always kept one station downstairs, and we just come back to this area. I know some people will have different feelings on that. They have like a little changing basket they tote around the house, but I've just found it easiest to keep everything in one spot, especially since we cloth diaper after those first 4 weeks, just to have all the cloth diapers in one area. So initially we'll be using these, and then we'll switch to cloth, and everything will just come down here. I won't actually keep clothes and blankets down here after baby is in cloth diapers. I don't need all this room for cloth diapers, because at that point I'll be able to walk upstairs and get baby clothes. But for the first 2-ish weeks, I'll probably strictly be kind of downstairs hanging out with baby on the couch, in the bed, on the front porch, just letting my body heal. Really take that seriously. You've heard me talk about the 40 days postpartum book a lot before. It's actually called 40 days. What's the actual name of that book? Anyways, I'll link it for y'all. Y'all can check it out. It talks a lot about the postpartum healing time. The first 40 days, that's it. And how sacred it should be, and how it's really honored in other countries. But here in America, we're just like, boom, 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 get back at it. Let's take the baby to the park. Let's go out and about with the other kids. Let's get back in it. Let's get back in our pre-pregnancy clothes. It's just the pushback for pregnancy into the postpartum is so backwards here in America, and that book just really stresses it and just reminds you to slow down in the postpartum time. So as I was saying, all these clothes that I have down here now are just strictly for those first few weeks when I'm not going to be going up and down the stairs. It's all down here for me to be able to grab. I needed to get this thing out, which I already got. This is our baby DeJourn bouncer. We had this with Tanner Jewel. It's technically a baby container. We try to avoid baby containers, but it's just like a free movement baby container, so the baby can move themselves. It's not like a mechanical machine moving them, or with noises or lights or sounds. And then a lot of times we just put this simple wooden activity gym over it. And what's nice is you can take these on and off and add like scarves. I can't see my face. We add like scarves to it, or like a bell, and just we keep it really simple with baby play. And also this baby's gonna have 2 older siblings to entertain it non-stop, so I'm really not worried about that, and keeping baby entertained like I was with my first child. But keeping it minimal with the baby gear and the baby toys is another thing we kind of don't go overboard on. So it's just super basic, y'all. I don't think you need all the fancy swings and the bouncers and the play gyms and all that. You can put the baby on a blanket, put it to this wooden activity gym, change out the things here, use ribbons, scarves, ties, neckties, just things for them to grab and play with as they get ready for that, and they're so happy. I have our nursing pillow. I was looking into getting a different one for this baby, but this is the one I've had for both the kids. It's worked fine. I usually do the football nursing position where baby lays right here, nurses, and they're just propped up on here. I do hold it like this as well sometimes too. They can like crossways. About to be best friends with this thing again. Now with this baby, we are going to be using my baby Cradle. So excited about that. The baby will co-sleep with us most of the time, but for naps, I do like to start putting them in some sort of a sleeping area so they learn. A lot of times we'll do contact naps in the baby carrier. I'll show you our baby carrier. I have it hanging up right here. But let's go take a look at the crib, bassinet. I'll show you all that. I'll show you the carrier, and that's about it. I have like my haka and stuff in the kitchen, the things I'll need for breastfeeding. I don't have to go back to work this time, so I don't anticipate really pumping that much. I'll probably use my hand pump. I've shared about that in other videos. Y'all can check out my pumping routines. When I used to be a working mom, I don't have to go back to work this time, so that's just so beautiful in itself to even think about. It's been such a blessing to be able to be home with my kids now and not have to worry about maternity leave with this baby, and that I'm just on extended time with them, and that God's blessed me with this time with them. So I won't really be doing much pumping, but if you want to know how I used to pump, I have videos on that. I had it down to a T because I was pumping non-stop. It is the Secura Bloom one. Just for this baby. This baby doesn't have a lot of new things, but this is one of the new things it does have. So it's just, you can do front carry, back carry. I've had like stretchy wraps. I've had the Solly baby wrap, the stretchy one, but I'm going to try the woven one and probably test out back carrying with a newborn, and I'll let you know how that goes. But I've never done that, but I've read there's some really good benefits for a woven carrier, so I'll take you along if that works out. So then I'll bring you into our room where baby Cradle is. Now this will probably go beside me, the bed. I just haven't put it there yet because there's not a lot of room to walk, but this is actually my baby Cradle. You can lock it where it doesn't rock. So I love that addition, and it was actually mine, and I think it looks beautiful in here. There's the mattress and stuff for it that I have to get out and wash and get the sheets for, but there's that. Okay, so we're pretty much set on baby stuff. Our home is not. We have like 5 little undone projects we want to get done before baby gets here. So I think I'm actually about to help Tyler with some of that now. We have a full moon. We've been joking. There's a full moon coming up this weekend, and Tanner Joel was born on a full moon. I am only 38 weeks right now, so we'll see if baby comes. Hopefully we have a few more weeks. That's what I've been kind of had in my mind. So it'll be a big surprise if baby comes a little bit earlier, but I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have anything that you could think of that I might have forgotten that was like vital for you in the postpartum time or for baby. Like I said, we keep it very minimal, but if there's something that like I desperately did forget, let me know in the comments below. It would help me out, because like y'all know, if you've been pregnant, you get pregnancy brain and you just get so scattered. And I have 2 toddlers, and then I'm doing YouTube things and home renovation things, and just being a mom and a wife, things get overlooked. So let me know down below if you think of something that I needed to desperately remember. I guess that's it. I'm excited to bring y'all along for the rest of these last few weeks of pregnancy, and into the birth, and into now becoming a family of 5 with 3 kids. We are definitely out there wearing all the comfy things, and I will see y'all in a future video.